Hey, what's going on, boys and girls? DJ Dr. Funkenstein here from Uncle Jam's Army. And first and foremost, I would like to say a good morning to you all. And I hope all is well with each and every one of you listeners out there, and to all my friends out there. And also, too, I want you guys to bear with me because I'm doing this by myself. So if I'm going back and forth, moving the camera and stuff, trying to get you guys a better, view on what I'm doing, okay? So just bear with me, all right? And hopefully, somebody will learn something from the good doctor that's into stereo systems, when, trying to hook up their speakers, trying to redo their speakers like the good doctor is doing right now. And just sit back, and all I can just say is this: just pay attention. That's all, okay? I'm not the best in the world, but I'm the best at what I do, okay? So let's get started, shall we? All right. Okay, everybody. I got my new bullet tweeters in here just for show to see how they look. So right now, what I'm about to do is, since I got everything back from excuse me, Montebello speaker repair, my man Mr. Mike Verte, man, big shout out, big ups, and big thank you to him. Man, and for you folks that wants to get your speakers redid or whatever, I want to put in a plug for my boy, okay? Because he's in Montebello, California, and all you have to do is, if you're in like South LA or whatever, if you buy Slauson, just go down Slauson East all the way to Telegraph Road on the other side of the 5 freeway, okay, to Santa Ana, and make you a left, and that first driveway that you see on the right, pull into there and look for Montebello speaker repair, okay? Later on, I'm going to give you the address and everything, but I just wanted to let everybody know that if you're in LA and you want to get your speakers repaired, okay, the right way, the proper way, the professional way, and the studio way, you got to go to Montebello speaker repair, okay? All right, boys and girls, Funkenstein here, and I always give you a funk by funk rundown, not only at the wide world of We Funk Radio Los Angeles, but what we're doing now, trying to give you a funk by funk rundown, okay, in a, instructional way, to show you guys what to do, what not to do when it comes to hooking up your speakers and everything, and upgrading your speakers, your cabinets, your tweeters, your mid-ranges, and your woofers, okay? All right, so everybody, this right here is a Cerwin-Vega H15, okay? The one that you don't see, that's over here on the other side, okay? That one is already done, okay? So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing on this cabinet here, all right? So first, what we're going to do is we're going to take out these bullet tweeters and put them to the side, okay? So we could put in the original Cerwin-Vega tweeters, okay? These bullet tweeters are by Goldwood, and I'm telling you, Goldwood is no joke, everybody, all right? So I just have 2 extra tweeters, on standby, all right? Oh, and one more thing. When it comes to your equipment and everything, if you're purchasing some equipment and you want to get something repaired or whatever, get you a pair of tweeters or extra horn or another woofer just in case, okay? We call that backup, all right? You got your backup, all right? So, hey, when we're going to sit up here and do this, we're going to take out these. And one person asked me, yo, Doc, you must love what you do. I said, yes, I do. I love it to the T, okay? And when it comes to doing stuff like this, like I've always said, take care of your equipment, everybody. Because, see, if you don't, it won't take care of you. It won't sound right. It's just like a woman, okay? And to the women out there that's into this, okay, it's just like a man. If you don't take care of him, he won't take care of you, vice versa, okay? But when it comes to doing this, everybody, I like to just take my time and do it right, okay? Because one thing I learned the hard way is that when you rush things, no matter what it is you like to do or whatever, okay, take your time and do it, man. Really, just take your time. You know, so besides that, we just hope that whoever is watching this video is really learning from the good doctor, okay? And like I said, I'm doing it old school style. I do have the battery powered screwdriver and all that bit and everything. It's just that when it comes to old school, I want to take my time, do it right, and whoever is looking at this video, I just want y'all to see what I'm talking about, okay? But in a more slower and more understandable way, instead of trying to hurry up and rush it and get through what, you know, what I'm trying to do. Alright, because if you ask me, I got all the time in the world, y'all. Okay? Alright, let's take this one out. Okay. These are the new ones, okay? These are the ones by Goldwood, okay? These ain't no joke, okay? These ain't no joke. That one out. Now let's get the other one. I hope all is well with everybody out there. I hope all your sound systems is up to par. And if not, I hope you're in a position of where you're getting them refinished, refurbished, and you know, so they could be bumping like they used to, especially when it comes to the old school systems. Okay? Because this digital stuff now, don't get me wrong, it's alright, but when you think about it, it's like this. You can have a big giant receiver, the size wise and everything, but if you notice when it comes to these new receivers now, this 5.1, 7.1 channel, you know, you have this surround sound, Dolby Pro Logic, you know, Cinema and all this stuff. Don't get me wrong, that's cool. That's if you into it, okay? I can't take nothing from that, okay? But you got to remember that's digital, okay? Now when it comes to analog, okay, I'm all about pure power, okay? I'm like this, an analog system could do just as well as a digital system to me, okay? And it really trips me out when you see a receiver that looks huge, okay? You be like, dang, this thing is a monster, okay? But then when you look at the bass and the treble, that's all it has, bass and treble. The question is, what happened to the mid-range? Okay, really, you know, it seemed like all these companies now got rid of the mid-range and just put bass, treble, and balance. No, put bass, treble, bass, mid-range, and treble, excuse me, and then balance, all right? You know, and then they put all this stuff into one receiver, okay, and it's like this receiver is doing 10, 20 things at one time, okay, by a touch of a button, okay? Like I said, if you're into the digital, it's cool. You know, some digital stuff I like and everything, but I'm still keeping it analog, y'all. I'm telling you. Really though. Alright, we're going to take this one out, because you got to reach into the woofer section to push this tweeter out. Push it out carefully. Okay, alright. Man, is somebody calling me now? Let's see. I'm gonna let that phone go. Okay, let that call go. Okay, boys and girls, hold on. Okay, boys and girls, and as we were saying, okay, let me put this in there. Now, before I start putting it in, I do have to repack this with foam. But right now, okay, and I got a hell of a deal from Montebello Speaker. Okay, speaker repair, my boy, Mr. Mike Verte, okay? Man, I noticed that when I be looking at all these cabinets, cabinets and everything, some people do theirs differently. I look at my catalogs and they have different types of foam, you know, to put inside of these, okay, to dampen the, you know, the sound and make it come out a lot better. Man, I'm telling you, for two cabinets, for two of my Sherwin Vega cabinets, I'm gonna get a pack of the foam and everything for just $15. When I be looking in my catalogs and you got some that just one piece of this is almost $100, okay? And it's like, wait a minute, okay? So that's coming up on another video from the good doctor. Man, like I said, we gonna hook these up and we gonna, do a test on them, and then after that, okay, in the future, we're going to be getting our stuff ready so we can refinish these cabinets, okay? And the color of these is going to be a studio black. It's going to be off the chain, okay? All right, boys and girls, check this out. See this right here? This is the Sherwin Vega HED crossover, high energy design. This is in the 1970s, you guys, okay? This is when you had your Pioneers and your Kenwoods, okay? The receivers, you know, with the quadraphonic sound, okay? Remember the Pioneers that had to look like he was in a spaceship, look like it was on a map, like it was on radar, and you could go to one channel in the corner, in the middle, or, you know, 4 channel. It's a trip. But my boy, Mr. Mike Verte, hooked this up for me, cleaned it up, and you know, we getting ready to put this bad boy in. So sit back and let me turn this thing around so we could do this. All right. And for all you audiophiles out there, I advise you guys to look around and sign up on some newsletters when it comes to audiophiles, when it comes to old school vintage equipment, and keep updated with all the news and everything, okay? Because believe it or not, it may be 2019, but we do have some humanoids out there that still love their old school, okay? Whether it's 70s, whether it's 80s, whether it's 90s, even, let me reverse that. Let me go back into the 60s. Oh yeah, they got some sound systems in the 60s that you would not believe, okay? You got some that's all mono sounds, and it's a trip, y'all, I'm telling you, okay? All you got to do is research, or as we say in the technology world, Google it, okay? Man, let's see. All right, let me put this right here. Take this down. Now we getting ready to turn this around. And if you want to know what this is standing on, okay, what's this sitting on? It's sitting on a realistic Mach 2 speaker system down here. And these Mach 2s bump, y'all. I'm telling you. They bump. They hold its own, okay? Alright, now bear with me because I gotta redo this camera right quick and let me see where we are at, okay? So hold on a minute, I'm right here. Let me see if I can zoom in on it a little bit. Okay. Hope you guys can still see me out there because this screen is so small, so we'll see how it go. All right, boys and girls, we are getting ready to put in these, and once again we got our clips on, all our clips and everything. Okay, and it's time to rock and roll. All right, so I stick these in there first, the wires in there first. Okay, and when you dismantle things, disassemble and assemble, always put your screws back in the holes so you know where they are. Because some people, what they'll do is they'll put it together, but then they can't find where their screws are. Okay, when the screws are just right there back into the cabinet, you know, waiting for you to put in the real thing. All right, so we're gonna put these in. Oh, and another thing, you guys, check this out. When it comes to installing and you're getting ready to screw it back together, this is what you do. Instead of going vertical or horizontal when it comes to putting your screws back in, what you do is you do it diagonally. All right, you do it diagonally. Instead of, check out my finger, check this out. Instead of going from here, from top to bottom and top to bottom, what you do is you go diagonally. Okay, you go at an angle. Okay, first you get your corners. Okay, get that in. Get your corners in. You don't have to tighten it up all the way, just as long as it's flush, and then you do your other corners. Okay, it's like you doing tic-tac-toe. All right, then what you do, you just tighten it up a little bit more. Okay. Now, as you see, now this circuit, this crossover has a circuit breaker protection, has a reset button. So, like, if you don't hear nothing, all you do is press the button, and it'll reset it. Okay, the speaker, it'll turn it back on. Okay. Now let's turn this back around. Okay, and now let me redo this again. Okay, all right. Excuse me. Now we got our wires ready. Okay, and what I'm gonna do the tweeters first. Okay, so 1, 2, blue, black. Separate your wires so you know what's going on. Okay. And just take your time, everybody, because once you take your time and you do it right, then you won't have to worry about it. Okay. 1, 2. What you do is you separate your wires so you know what it's going to. Okay. These going to tweeter 1. These going to Twitter 2, and this is for the base. Okay, now let's put in one of the tweeters. Okay, okay, this one right here, this tweeter here, they call these bullet tweeters. Okay, but notice that, check this out. These two are different, okay, from the Goldwood to the original Sherwin Vega one, okay. As you see the cone on this one here, you got one that's pushed out and the other one that looked like a bullet, but both of them are called bullet tweeters. It's just that this one right here is 1970, this one right here is now 2019, okay, all right, and it's a perfect match. It fits, but we're about to put the OG stuff in, okay? And we're gonna have the new stuff on the side, ready on standby, okay? All right. So what we do is put Twitter 1, set this up here. Feed your wires through the hole first. Okay. Make sure everything's copacetic. And you connect them hot to hot. Ground to ground. Okay. Let's do it this way. Let me go up one more. There you go. Now. Oh. And what you do, you take your time and you put it in real carefully. Okay. Now, if you have to bend your terminals, bend them down just a little bit so it'll slide through the hole without getting it, snagged, without getting caught. Okay. Put it in. Once again, these cabinets will be getting redid. Okay. It's just that now we're hooking these up so we can run one hell of a test before we get back on the air a week from now. Okay? Now what you do, okay, okay, we got that going. And now everybody, what we're going to do right quick, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to get right back at you, okay? And don't go nowhere, okay? Because we're not finished yet, all right? This is the Good Doctor. See you in a minute.